I don't teach obedience to my dogs anymore, and yet they listen better than most obedience-trained dogs. Does that sound crazy? Well, here's the thing. I don't need my dogs to do as they're told. I want them to understand the why. And how we teach this is all through games. I'm Gisela, and I'm a professional dog trainer here to help you with your dog's behavior struggles. Everybody likes to have a dog that's well behaved, right? Nobody wants to be embarrassed by their dog misbehaving or completely ignoring them. So we're told you got to teach your dog obedience. What does that really mean? When we teach obedience, we really focus on the dog basically following orders. I tell you what to do and you do it. And to some degree that'll work. But I find that in real life, I want more and I want a different relationship with my dog. So what I do instead, I teach games. Through the games, the dogs learn skills like engagement with me, focus, calmness, impulse control. There's all these skills that the dogs can learn through playing games. So why don't I like obedience training? It requires me to kind of micromanage my dog. I have to tell him every moment of the day what to do. Sit, stay, come, heel. Dogs that are trained that way, they depend on us to make decisions for them. Instead, I like to teach my dogs the skills to make those decisions on their own, no matter what the circumstances. And when dogs have better skills, they can make better choices. For me, dog training isn't about control, it's about communication. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple games that you can teach to your dog within minutes. Every one of them teaches valuable life skills. And at the end of the video, I'm going to go into more detail about why games-based training works so well. Let's dive right into the first game. We're going to call it Check In With Me. The game teaches your dog to tune into you and check in with you even when there are distractions around. We're working on naturally building attention and engagement with us. Instead of asking for eye contact, we're just going to reward our dogs for checking in with us. So let's look at the video. I start by feeding Davy a couple of treats, then I'm going to throw one away. And as he looks back at me, there's another one I can feed from my hand, or I'll toss another one out. So there's always a reward. There's no pressure to stay with me. He gets to chase cookies left and right. And if I start to move around, I'm actually getting my dog to pay attention. Where is she going? And to follow me and see if I move a little faster and further, he's going to move faster too. It's a great way to build recalls, to build focus and engagement with you. And we can play this in a small area, we can play this on leash, or we can play it in a big area and my puppy gets to chase me. Good. And then once in a while I'll reward him from my hand, but most of the time I'll just toss a cookie out and he gets to chase it. Isn't that fun? The next game is called It's Your Choice, and it works on building some impulse control without corrections. So we're not using a leave it. We're teaching our dog to become polite in the presence of food especially, and they're going to learn to ask, may I please? We're building trust through this game. Instead of micromanaging, we are guiding the dog into the right direction. So let's look at how to play this game. I start by feeding Davy a few cookies from my hand, and then I have a cookie in my hand and close my fist. So he's played this before, so he already knows the sign. If you play this for the first time, your puppy or your dog's probably going to mouth you and try to get at the food. So what we're looking for is that brief disengagement from your hand where the dog backs away, and then I'm going to toss a treat to the dog. So they're not coming forward and getting it out of my hand. I'm going to deliver to them. So I'm going to reward them away from my hand when they are polite. There. I didn't ask for a sit. He did that himself. That was his way of like, I'm being good. And to reward him, I Don't make them wait for long. I just immediately toss the cookie towards them, behind them, reinforcing that moving away from the hand is what I'm going to reward. The third game we're going to look at is called boundary games. And this is all about growing calmness, about dogs learning to settle on a bed, on a mat, or even on a spot on your couch. No judgment here. And I'm going to show you how to get started. So I'm going to start by standing on the opposite side of the bed that I'm using. And if my dog just looks at the bed, sniffs it, I'm going to put some cookies on the bed. And that's important. We're going to reward on the bed because that's where we want the value to be. We're not going to cue a position. When your dog is good and ready, they will go into a sit or even lie down. Occasionally, I'm going to toss a cookie away from the bed so they can make the choice to get back on it. But there's only one cookie off the bed and lots of cookies on the bed. So this takes some time, but it's really worth training. I did not cue a lie down here. That was his choice. He said, okay, I'm here to stay. I might as well lie down and make myself comfortable. You can play this while you watch TV. Really great time to do boundary games and just drop some cookies on a bed and your dog's going to learn that this is a good place to be. Where we use this in real life is redirecting, or when the doorbell rings, we can redirect our dog to a bed. If a puppy gets the zoomies, we're going to redirect to a bed. So this is such an important life skill. And if you have a multi-dog household like I do, I would not want to live without boundary games. Give it a try. And by the way, what I'm feeding here is just part of my dog's daily food allowance. There's no extra. You can basically use your dog's snacks or dinner or whatever, or part of it, to grow value for the bed. And the dogs learn quickly. This is a really cool place to be. Why would I want to get up? So why does games-based training work so well? I'm going to give you 3 reasons. The first reason is dogs are smart. They can smell a bad deal a mile away, and just because I said so is often not good enough of a reason for them to comply. Through playing games, we actually give them options, but we are smart too. We set those games up so the dogs win when they do the right thing. And by doing that, they learn that, oh, this is actually a good deal. And as I said, dogs are smart. They recognize a good deal when they see it, and who doesn't want more good deals in their life? Reason number 2, dogs naturally understand body language, not words. When we teach games, we often use physical cues, which dogs naturally understand. And that's why they can learn so fast through playing games, because the way we communicate with them, it just makes sense. Sometimes it only takes 1 or 2 repetitions and they get it. And the less we talk, the better the dogs can think. Reason number 3, because it's fun. And not just for your dog, for you too. And when we're having fun, our brain is open to learning and remembering things fast. So no, I don't teach obedience. I teach communication by setting the dogs up to make good choices and by rewarding them every time. And that's why my dogs love to work with me. Dog training can be fun because no matter what your struggle is, there's always a game for that. So my question to you, do you want to have a relationship with your dog where they follow orders? Or do you want to have a relationship that is based on communication, on teamwork, and on trust? If you want to learn more about how to build a relationship with your dog where they learn the skills to make better choices, make sure to hit subscribe to my channel. And I've got some great videos coming up for you.